Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. This is Growing Wisdom. And you know, as a gardener and a naturalist, I come across a lot of products. And now I'm able to bring you the products and actually get them to you, to sell them to you. So one of the products that I want to talk about today is this bee house. And you know, it was about several months ago that I went to a lecture and I learned how many different types of bees there are in the United States. There's over 4,000 of them. And we can actually help the bees out in the same way we help the birds and the same way we help the bats. You know, I have bat houses, I have bird houses. Well, now we're going to put up a bee house. So I got this bee house from Countryside Culture. And this particular bee house is for the blue orchard mason bee. And why that bee is so important is because it's an early pollinator. Depending on where you are in the country, it's going to pollinate anywhere from February on through April. So at a time when other bees aren't out, this little guy is going to come out of his house and begin to pollinate. Most bees actually don't live in hives. They actually live solitary lives where they have their little homes and that's where they live, and they hatch and they do their thing and they go back to their homes all by themselves. So this house is for those types of bees. So why do I like this product? Well, couple of things. One is it's made of cedar. And first of all, cedar smells great. So it's made of cedar. That means it's going to last a little bit longer than just plain old wood. It's got this nice tin plated roof to it. And I like that because that's going to help to keep some of the wetness and the snow. If you leave it out in the winter, that's going to keep some of that moisture out, which will help to protect this a little bit more. Another great aspect, it's made in the USA. So how do you attach it? Well, it has this piece of wood that actually has 2 screws. Now I like that because this piece of wood is just standard wood, and my guess is this is going to rot after a few years. So you could take this off and just replace it with another piece of wood. So they've thought of that by just putting in a couple of screws there. Where do you want to put this? You want to put it on an east or a southeast facing part of your house, preferably under some eaves so that the moisture doesn't get to it. Anywhere from 2 to 6 feet high. Mount it with a screw, and then just leave it. So when do you want to put this out? You want to put them out earlier in the season rather than later in the season, but you know, whenever you put them out, the bees will find them. Once you put this up, there's not a lot of maintenance or care. You want to leave it for anywhere from 3 to 4 years, after which time you'll take it off your house. You'll put it in a darkened box, leaving a little bit of light for the bees to escape, and they won't come back. At that point, you just want to soak it in a 5% bleach solution. The reason for that is that you don't want any mites or diseases to collect, and that could happen after several years. This is just a way to prevent that from happening. So how do you get this? You just want to get to Growing Wisdom, look for the link to buy this. You guys know what to do, the shopping cart, the whole bit, put in your credit card. We'll get you one of these guys. You'll even get a letter from me and some handy instructions on how to put this up. So the Country Culture Mason Bee Box, a great way to add a little bit of nature to your house. I'm confident you're going to enjoy this product, and I'd love to hear your experience once you get one of these. Email me at dave@growingwisdom.com and come back often to Growing Wisdom to see what products we're featuring next.